I think I'm proud of a lot of things, right? So Rachel and I, we worked really, really hard together. In many instances, we were kind of like a paired team, and we can talk more about that. From a space of equity and from a space of rigor, I'll continue to say, what do students deserve and what do students need, and give the babies what they deserve and need, and that's how I quantify inclusivity. There is a general education teacher, and then there's also an inclusion teacher in each classroom. And some things that I heard language that didn't make me comfortable, right? I heard language where some people would say, oh, those are your kids, right? Or oh, those are your kids. And that your kids language is something that I do not appreciate. I had an option to either live in the space that this is something that I don't like, or to enact change in it. And so we opted to name this is something like we want to move differently, and we want to live in a space of being collective. So that's kind of how we went through the co-planning space. When anyone comes to Petworth, what should one see, right? And so whether it's you should see an objective written on the board in a kid-friendly way, whether it's I want there to be evidence of data-based instruction, I want there to be evidence of student inquiry and curiosity and experiential learning, created intentional ways where I would either sit in co-planning meetings, or there were also moments when I would facilitate those meetings, because I also wanted the teachers to know that I am learning in this process with you, that we're all lifelong learners.
Devin is relentless. He is able to really focus in on a goal and take meaningful steps toward that goal until it is achieved.
If I want some sort of change, I need to ask teachers, what is your experience, right? And the data suggests that when we collaboratively bring our teachers together, that there is evidence of heightened student improvement. There is evidence of improved lesson planning. There's also evidence just of teachers learning from one another, right? You can feel like you're in this space by yourself, and then bringing teachers together to deconstruct standards, to look at student data. I'm really, really proud that we were able to bring that to our building.
Petworth was able to see some really strong outcomes, both academically and through teachers' use of increased instructional practices.
It's because of intentional collaborative meetings and co-planning spaces that we implemented with our ELD teachers, and because we sat with them intentionally to look at the data, to investigate the data, to couple the curriculum with supplemental resources to meet, again, the needs, right? Effective teachers do effective things, right? Distinguished teachers do distinguished things, and I was really able to root kind of and stamp the things that I did and why this is good for kids. I think teachers really want to hear that anything that I do as a leader, this is going to benefit kids. And leadership isn't about a title, it's about building meaningful relationships, right?
So when I think about teams wanting to implement a similar process or take something away from his leadership, it would be to be able to recognize when a need for change arises and call on the best supports to help implement that change.
Is this great for kids? And if the ultimate answer is yes, teachers are going to buy that.